Hello everybody, welcome to devlog number 2 for the Zero Dome. It's been a long time since I last did one of these, but quite a bit of progress has been made since then. You may have seen a few weeks ago the little teaser trailer for the game that I put up. If you haven't, I'll put a link to that in the description down below. But yeah, let's just get into what's new at the game. So, last video I showed off some basic combat, movement, and the block building. And since then, it's been a lot of polishing, working on the enemies. You may notice that the enemies now have some animations, so they'll actually properly shoot at you. I've yet to do any muzzle flashes for them though, that's next on the list of things to do. You may have also noticed the shiny new UI that we've got going on here. So I've been working on this for the last few days, and as such, only half of it works right now. You might see this little bar up here going down, so that's your energy / shield. Underneath your health bar, which will go down once that's gone. Up here, these two little things here, they're going to tell you what current tools you're using in your hands. So as you can see right now, they're hands. You can switch over to the pistols, they change. Switch over to the machine guns, icons change again. The icons I only did like 10 minutes ago, so they're going to change. The actual little ammo count doesn't work yet. That was just me figuring out where I wanted that placed. And down here is your score, which will go up if I go into this part here. So this is well, it's gone now. Where's the other one? So this thing here, this is the main objective of the game, is to get into this thing here. So when you're inside of this, which I call the hill, because it's kind of like a King of the Hill type thing. When you're in here, your score, which is this little part down here, will start going up. And then beside that, these two little bars here, they will probably also indicate your ammo. I haven't decided yet if they're going to be there. Or they could just indicate how much jet fuel you've got. You could just switch, depending on whatever you've got in your hand at the time. So that's about as far as I am with the UI right now. I want to try doing some other crazy things, like whenever you get hit by an enemy, I want to try doing a little bit of like screen shake on just the UI, so the UI will shake. I want to see if that makes people feel sick or not. If it doesn't, that'll be a very cool effect to have. Like make it flash red or all sorts of stuff like that. I just want to see how far I can push it, see how far I can go with it before making people feel sick. Now the other main thing that I've been working on is the particle effects for like your muzzle flashes and your guns and your whatnot. So last time I showed them off, I believe it was just a very simple like bullet and trail effect, which I've since worked on, so now it's like this kind of energy beam. It's like sparks coming out of the gun, all that kind of stuff. Other things is little impact effects and explosions. I've yet to make any sort of animation for the enemies when they get hit. I want to make them sort of like, you know, bounce backward a little bit, stop shooting when they get hit. But that's yet to be done. Cool, so like I was saying before, that's the objective. You want to get to that. And the main way you're going to do that is by using these, as I've shown in the past. But in case you're wondering, if you see me flying around a lot, just for this video and for debugging, I have my jet set to an infinite amount of fuel. So I can just fly around forever if I want. But that won't be like that in the full game. That'll just be like, you'll have like 2-3 seconds worth of jet fuel just to get you back to these. If you get lost, if you like accidentally fling yourself too far away, use your jets, come back in. But yeah, so these blocks, they're going to use up your little energy bar up here. So you've only got so many of them to use at a time. And again, that, like I said earlier, that bar is also your shield. So if you use all this up on blocks, you're just going to lose your health very quickly. But to bring that back up, we just take out some of these guys. Oops, reload. Should be able to see the bar slowly going up, but then also going down as I get hit. I've yet to actually balance out the game, so the amount of damage enemies dish out, the amount of energy you get back from them, that's all going to change. But on the plus side, the hill appears to have spawned right above us. So that'll stay where it is right now for 2 minutes, roughly 2 minutes, and then move to another random location. I feel as though I'm fighting a losing battle here with these enemies because my energy is just going down. All right, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the big guns in a second. All right, so these ones, when you reload these, it's gonna cost energy, but for the time being, and again, for debugging purposes, it doesn't cost anything. So it's like a nice little cheat, just so I can actually show off the gameplay. There we go. All right, let's build some more. Oops. So as I was saying, this thing will stay in one spot for 2 minutes, roughly. Then when you get inside it, which I just have now, two things are gonna happen. So it's got a timer, counts down from 2 minutes, then it changes position. When you're inside of it though, that goes at double the speed. So when you're inside, it usually lasts for about a minute. That's so, there we go, just disappeared there. That's so that it's there long enough for the player to get to, but not there so long that they just spend all their time inside of it. But again, as I was saying, you get to do the balancing, so that could all change. The other thing that happens is that when you're inside the hill, it's going to increase the amount of enemies that it spawns at once. Or it may just, right now it doubles the amount of enemies that spawn at once. I may just make it so they spawn more frequently instead of double at the same time. There we go. I think there's one behind me, yep. Oh, there's another one. That's right. And now we've got to go over there. All right, so that little bit of combat pretty much filled my bar up again. So that might be enough to get me over there. Let's have a look. What are we at? Yep, still at 3/4. This should work nicely. Just under half. Don't want to use too much. I mean, I could always, the jets are an option, even though they've only got a little bit of fuel in them. I can still use them. I can just fling myself into here. It just means that I don't have any cover to protect myself. There any more? No. Cool. Let's see if I can build my way. Build some cover over here. There we go, that should be enough. Now we wait. What am I at? Score, 70, 71, cool, cool. Oh, it's gone. Where is the next one? Up there, that's not too far away. One of the things that I want to do is that I want to make it so that as you play more and more, when you start off, these will spawn in a random location. I want to have that in a roughly small area around the wherever you start. And then as you play more and more and more, they'll start spawning further and further away. So you have to keep going out, because otherwise you'll just end up, using these same routes that you build over and over again. Where's this dude? There he is. Cool. All right, let's build our way up. What are we at? Not much energy, that's okay. So this is where the whole almost survival type aspect, like survival light aspect comes into it, is you really got to manage that energy bar. You want to get into here, get as many points as you can before you die, but you want to also make sure you've got enough to protect yourself. Oh, great, how many are we? And then also decide if you're going to use that for your machine gun as well, or whatever secondary weapon. I think that's everyone. Haven't got much, I can't get over to there right now. And again, it'll also come down to deciding, do I want to try and go for the point? Or am I just gonna like rough it out? Just try to collect some more points before going anywhere again. All right, how many we got this time? We've got another 3 around. I gotta work on my aim a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's just respawned, a lot closer now. See, that I can risk going for. What's the best way to get there? Let's go this way. Keep an eye on how much energy I've got. Getting low. Oh, that's about as far as I can get. Sheesh, didn't see her there. But yeah, currently as you're playing, more and more of them will spawn as the game goes on. Again, yet to balance that out properly. Right now I think it may be spawning way too many too quickly. I just gotta keep messing around with the numbers until I got something I'm happy with. Something that I feel like, yeah, this is good. And then just get a bunch of people to test it. All right, let's get in here. But yeah, we're starting to develop a nice little pathway, as it were. And then as it keeps playing and these keep spawning up more and more different locations, you keep building towards them, you'll end up with like this pretty huge network of these little blocks, and you'll be able to get pretty much anywhere. See, look, there we go. That one's pretty close to where we already are. Oh, I think there's some behind me. That may be enough for us to get there. Then we can just build straight out from here. Oh, no, okay, cool. So where to from here? Next big thing for me is going to be, aside from balancing, it's going to be working on the audio side. Because you may have noticed that I have no sound effects or anything right now. So next week or so, I'll be just working on music, sound effects, finishing off the HUD, and balancing. And then we'll see where we are from there. I should be ready to do a little beta soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to show off from the devlog today. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you like how this is going. If you have any like suggestions or ideas, you think, hey, this could be cool, or hey, that looks pretty bad, just leave them in the description down below. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say about the game. So I just want to make this as fun as possible. So any feedback would be very much appreciated. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you in the next one.